Okay, hello. So, Darren Brooks, please tell my audience the plot of your film, The Rory Game.
Okay, so it is a curling comedy. Basically, my character, Ricky Rhodes, is a um, kind of the lovable loser. He's kind of been lying to his girlfriend, telling her that he's a hitman and a bounty hunter, and in actuality, he's a college janitor. Um, he's kind of that. He's that lovable loser that you feel bad for, but you like. He's charismatic and stuff like that. But he basically his girlfriend finds out that he's been lying for the past year in their relationship. And she dumps him and basically says, listen, you got to get your act together. Like, you got to figure stuff out and get it together. And he gets the crazy idea to get his brother and a couple of other misfits, his uncle and his best friend, to create a curling team and see if they can go for gold and win the girl back.
I love it. And
Yeah.
I love Bounty Hunter as a pitch for like an alternative life. And I guess there were no follow-up questions, just kind of like, oh,
No,
that sounds badass.
yeah, no, that's just what he does. Is it dangerous? Nobody asked that. It's not, you just let it happen. You know what I mean?
As you do, you get a contract once a month or so, whatever it is.
Yeah, we're fighting crime. We're fighting crime, you know?
There are alternative methods, but
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
So, when you read the script for the first time, I don't know if you even remember, but when you read the script for the first time, what stood out to you as particularly strong about the material?
Honestly, the script was fantastic. Our director, Tom DeNucci, is the writer of the original script, and he told me the story about how it kind of came to be. He wrote it about 15 years ago, I
Oh,
think,
wow.
and sold it to the Verity Productions, the company who did it. They're such great
Mm.
people. Their whole cast and crew out there is like one big family in Rhode Island. But just the most like welcoming group of people. So that was a factor in it too. But the script, when I first read it, um, it was awesome. It's the type of character I love to play. It's kind of like along the lines of the BMS, Blue Mountain State, that I've done before. The fast talk and lovable loser over there. But there were so many good jokes, and Tom just really had such a fantastic script. Even like from 15 years ago, it was awesome. And I was like, I have to do this. This is going to be fun.
That's amazing. 15 years. Wow. It's a long
Yeah.
time to polish a script.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, yeah. But I guess it just been kind of sitting, and then he got a call out of the blue from, Chad Senior, and Chad was like, "Hey, you want to do this movie?" And he's like, "Really? Yeah, let's do it.
Ah,
Sure." And it's great. Like they shoot so many movies over there. They're such a great group of people, and like, yeah, it couldn't have happened at a better time, I think.
I love it. So, why don't you talk a little bit about you touched on the girlfriend. Why don't you talk about the father character as well? Because I think he's pretty important from the
Yes,
setup.
exactly. William Forsythe. I honestly love that dude. He has been in some of my favorite movies. American Me, The Rock. He's been in everything. Raising Arizona. So funny. And when I heard he was attached to it too, that's also like all the people that were in it. People that were attached to it, Justin Chatwin and Eddie K. Thomas and William and like all that stuff. I had to sign on to it, um, but Williams is so great, and my character also, so his character basically is like, he's in with kind of the wrong crowd, the mob,
Right.
played by Mickey Rourke and Rob Gronkowski, and so basically we need that $10,000 uh, initial fee to get into the World Games to even be able to compete. And so he's like, I think I have the way to get the money. And then you find out he's borrowing it from the mob. And, he's trying to earn his love and affection back from his kids because he's been gone their whole childhood. You know what I mean? So, and Eddie, who plays my brother, is so great at like, he's like, I love you, dad, no matter what. Like he's the puppy dog that always loves dad, even though he was in jail for the first 10 years, 15 years of our life.
Beautiful. What do you think is the funniest scene in the movie?
Oh man, there's so many funny movies. I mean, so many funny scenes. Uh, Shoot. I mean, we had a blast on the ice, and Brett Azar, he plays the our nemesis on Team Russia, um, he had some really funny scenes. The bar scene, we kept cracking up when I'm supposed to be like drunk, and we get into a fight and he basically like kicks my ass. He that was a really funny scene. The other funny scene is where Kelly tells Ricky, my character, that she made it into the hockey World Games for the women's hockey team, and then Justin Chatwin's character shows up, the coach, and he's being so rude to Ricky, and Ricky's like imagining like, you know, I'm gonna strangle this guy. You know what I mean? And it's a
Right.
funny, funny scene. That's another funny scene. It was really funny. We had such a great time. Honestly, we laughed the whole time. The whole time.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's
It's
fun.
it's it's one of those movie shoots that like literally you like like you didn't have a bad day.
Ah, that's
No.
great. It's a
Yeah.
fun movie. I had fun watching it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. 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 You saw
Oh
the whole
yeah.
thing. Nice. 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 Nice.
Absolutely. I put it
Yeah.
on a Sunday, probably like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. It's a good time to
Yeah.
put this one on, I think.
What did you feel? I mean, you felt kind of like it's
I
kind
had
of like
fun.
that kingpin dodgeball
You're right.
comedy.
Yeah. And
You know.
like now that you mentioned with William Forsythe all those roles, he had a very recognizable face. I didn't know the resume, but you know him, and then of course you know Mickey, Mickey
Yes.
Rourke's name. So
Yeah.
that's very, very neat, and I love how he's used sparingly in the movie. You just drop him out meaningfully
Hmm.
throughout, and
Yeah.
I like the uh I guess like I don't know, like the moral of the story in like movie terms is to like win the game.
Yes.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
but like it's like a wider metaphor for maybe like for other people to clean themselves out or make some changes from
Yeah. It's his
yeah.
growing up. I mean,
Right.
it's sort of like, is this boy becoming a man? That's kind of how I said it.
That's right.
It's kind of like how I think about it is that he's like um, he's a boy, he's a child in the beginning, and he's got to
Mhm.
like man up. He loses everything, he hits rock bottom, and then he like gets this crazy idea, and his friends and his brother and his dad and everybody helps him out, and he's got to step up and find something that actually is worthwhile in his life, and then he kind of becomes a man, and some of those things later on, which is nice.
Do you like curling now?
I love it. Oh my God. It's so fun. Like you don't think about it. Like when you think about when I think about curling,
Mm,
like I mean, maybe it's different in Canada because you guys do a lot of winter sports, but I'm from
mhm.
Hawaii, so I don't
That's not a thing
like,
yet.
no, not even close.
Right, right, right,
I
right.
don't even think we have a curling team or anything out there. Like we have one
Mm,
ice skating rink. But for me, like when we were doing the training,
mm.
we went from Rhode Island and they drove us over. We took some cars over to, I think we were in Massachusetts, and we went to like one of these little curling clubs that are there. Um, and we worked with some of the pros there and just some of the nicest people. And, it's like they take it seriously because obviously it's a sport too for them. Like it is a
Yeah.
sport, it's a legitimate thing.
Oh
And
yeah.
when you see it on the Winter Olympics, I mean, just for me, I've always been like, okay, I see it and it's on like during the day, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is curling. I'll watch it for like I'll watch it for like 5 minutes and then we'll see,
Right.
and then an hour goes by and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like you don't realize you get sucked into it, but it's like bowling on ice. It's or shuffleboard on ice. It's phenomenal.
People love hockey in Canada. Everyone knows
Yes.
that. And
Yes.
and curling is a thing too. It's like a smaller community, but
Yes.
an enthusiastic one.
Yeah.
I've played curling once, and I think like my reservations were maybe put aside. I thought, heck, this is actually pretty fun.
Right. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And
yeah,
we were at the club there when we were doing it, and they literally have a bar there where they're just serving beer and stuff like that too. So it's like
right.
everybody's like, when they even told us there was like something in curling sometimes where they play because it was originated in Scotland, and it's called the roaring
Oh,
game because that's the sound of the stone as it glides down the ice. That's why they call
okay,
it. Yeah. That's why they kind of
interesting.
that's why they call it the rolling game, roaring game. So, they told us the story where it's like, while you're playing, and if you're having a bad game, you can call timeout and you take your stick and you put it
Mm?
standing up in the middle of the ice, and everybody has to pause and go get a beer and take a break. And then so you can like recoup. And I was like, I love this game. This is
That's
so
funny.
fun. Yeah.
I was watching Russell Crowe talk about cricket, and he was saying in Australia they have like they do it for 5 days, and they
Oh,
take little
wow.
tea breaks. Yeah, they'll have a 5-day game.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
insane. That's like an Indian wedding, you know? It's like the week-long weddings and stuff. That's crazy. I mean, look, it's fun when you have those kind of traditions, I think, you know, and you stick to them and everybody has like these rules and like you know, it's like class. It's classy in a way, you know?
Yeah, and I think here like soccer is so big internationally, and then like cricket again, like is something that we
Huge.
don't really focus on in North America.
Right.
And then maybe curling's a little bit more Canadian focus. I don't know, but
Sure.
it's fun to learn about new sports, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
it brings people together, you know?
Heck yes. So tell me about Hank. I thought he was a great character too.
Oh, Antoine Tanner. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hank was great. He's the best friend who literally like will stick through you, like stick to you and stick by you like through thick and thin. You know, he's the best friend. He's like, we're a team, man, we're a team. And he's like, you know, at first Ricky's like, yeah, man, yeah, we're a team and stuff. But he really then understands. And like I said, growing from into that boy into a man character, you know, he learns the value of team as well, you know and those speeches in the locker room toward the final game and stuff like those were some of my favorite moments to shoot with the guys because it was just like some nice little moments, you know, kind of heartbreaking, but you know, like it's awesome, you know.
I love it. Who is the funniest person in your life within your circle?
I don't know. Shoot. um my family's always been very funny with each other. Like we've always like we have a good relationship. My parents have been together for like 45 years, you know, and my brother and I always rag on my mom and it's like my mom and the three boys, you know what I mean? And
Right.
and you know, I don't know. I mean, probably my family. My mom's really funny. My brother's really funny. Oh man, my brother at my wedding had the best speech um for our like my best man toast. He okay, I have to find the footage, but he did Leonardo DiCaprio's speech for winning the Oscar for The Revenant,
That's funny.
but in like substituted me for Leonardo,
That's
the
so
bear
funny.
for something else. Like, and he made this whole 8 minute long speech. I was like, what is happening right now? It was hilarious.
That's commitment too.
Oh, I was like, where did this come from? This is enough. This is awesome. It was like, I don't know. I just came up with it.
I like that. What do you think is the funniest movie of all time?
Ooh, that's hard because I'm a big cinephile. I love movies. I love all kinds of movies. I love funny movies and action movies and horror movies and you know drama movies and stuff. Shoot, I don't know. Off the top of my head, I'd say I mean, Austin Powers.
Yeah,
Those series were so good, and for him to play all those different characters and come up with all those, you know, voices and personalities and like everything. And Jim Carrey, you know, Dumb and Dumber. I mean, Ace Ventura, like all
yeah.
those things. Like so talented, so good, and of course. I mean, anything Robin Williams did. I mean, it's just comedy gold. You know what I mean? He's one of my favorite actors too.
I love it. And
Yeah.
so I was kind of checking out your social media, and I think you're trying to get a fourth season of your show, Blue Mountain State. Is that like a thing still?
Yes, I mean, well, it's still in discussion. You know, there
Okay.
was an idea, a concept that was happening, and then it kind of backed off, and it kind of turned into something else now. So we're kind of waiting to see if that idea comes to fruition. But I know that I mean that show was hugely popular. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
not on when it aired on Spike TV, it was one thing, but then when it went on Netflix, it just gained this cult following of its own,
Oh, I
and
know.
oh my god,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. I love it when people come up to me and talk about it. Like it's incredible. You know what I mean? It honestly was like it was my college experience because I went to college probably for about 6 months, and then
Yeah.
I dropped out to come be an actor and
Right.
study in acting classes out here, you know, which I wouldn't have learned the acting classes that I would have wanted back in University of Hawaii. You know, I had to kind of get out here into LA and throw myself in it. Um, but uh, but but yeah, you know what I mean? It's yeah. No.
what are some things that you had to adjust to coming from Hawaii to LA? What were some learning points? Let's say.
Everything. No, no, I mean, not really. I mean, I was always like in Hawaii, we have aloha, right? Everybody gives
Yeah,
love, spreads love, everybody's good. I had to learn how to drive defensively on the freeway. That's one thing.
LA traffic
Um,
is scary.
oh my God, LA traffic is nuts. And
Yeah,
even if you go outside of LA, you go down to San Diego, it's different. They're
right.
nicer there. In LA, they're not. I don't know why. Um,
Yeah.
but you put your blinker on here in LA, and it's like people will speed up to let you go behind them with the blinker. In Hawaii, somebody puts on a blinker, everybody stops. Like they slow down, they let you in, they wave you in, you thank them. Like, you know what I mean? That's what you do. Um, I had to learn a lot of stuff. I mean, navigating the city, and then, I think my Hawaii dress code was like baggy jeans and aloha shirts. And my first agent was like, "We're gonna have to work on your wardrobe a little bit. It's a little dated. It's a little Hawaii 5-0, but we're gonna work on it." And I was like, okay. So yeah, I had to learn a lot, but it was great.
I hear Canadian actors are told stop being so nice,
No,
stop
no.
apologizing all the
I
time.
love working with Canadian actors. They're the best.
Oh, that's funny. That's nice.
Honestly, it was the best. I mean, Blue Mountain State, we had a lot of Canadian actors. The main cast were from LA, and then everybody else for the guest stars and stuff were Canadian and mostly from Toronto
Uh,
and Ontario and stuff. And you guys are so nice. Everybody's just so great.
well, I'm glad someone appreciates it.
I do. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah.
Of course, we're appreciated generally speaking.
Yeah.
Um, what's your favorite LA movie theater?
I just kind of started going back to the movies. I used to go all the time, and then I had
Yeah,
a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and we were kind of doing
right.
a lot of that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to get away to go to the movies. But uh, I always loved the ArcLight down in Hollywood. I don't even know it's still there. I don't think it is. I think it's that Tesla thing now, which I still have to check out, by the way. Um, Otherwise, I don't know. AMC movie theaters are normally good. I love them. Wherever they are, I'm down.
Yeah, I like the Arrow Theater. Do you ever get out there?
No, where's that?
It's in Santa Monica.
Aero Theater. No, I don't think I've been down there. I think I've driven past. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's nice.
Um, yeah, I haven't been down there. I'll check that out. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's neat. You really are.
I'm gonna
So,
do it. AERO, Arrow.
yeah. So it was fun. I did this thing called Cinematic Void. It was like a triple bill, and
Okay.
one of the movies was a Charles Bronson movie, and there
Oh,
was
nice.
actually a scene in that set in that movie theater where we were watching it.
Oh,
So
no
that was
way.
pretty
That's
neat.
so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been a lot of fun. Tell people one more time about the movie. Give a button to this interview.
A little button on the movie and
Yeah.
the interview. Well, I'd say The Roaring Game is the curling comedy of the century. And you guys really need to go out and see it. Seriously, it's a blast. It's a lot of fun. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll have a great time. And we haven't really had any curling movies, so this is kind of the first of its kind. And you won't regret it. I'm telling you, we got a lot of fun people in it, and it's really, really good.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it, bud.